Get ready for the practices. Sit down in a meditative asana. Focus your attention on your breathing. Be with the vibrations of the sound of Shank while you are focusing your attention on your breathing. Be in yogic breathing. Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting mantra Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected against all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I'm creating 3 layers of protection: outer layer of 6 friendly creatures, second layer of firewall, and third layer from the subtle energy of mantra Om. Take your attention to your perineum between the anus and the genitals for men and the cervix for women. Imagine or visualize a 4-petal lotus, color red coming up. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to the spinal terminus, coccyx bone, 6-petal lotus, orange color, increase pitch. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to Manipura chakra behind the navel, 10-petal lotus, yellow color, increase pitch. Take deep breath. Take your awareness to Anahata chakra behind the heart center, 12-petal lotus, green color, increase pitch. Take deep breath. Take your awareness to Vishuddhi chakra behind the throat pit, 16-petal lotus, blue color, increase pitch. Take deep breath. Take your awareness to Apnya chakra behind the eyebrow center in the level of spinal cord, 2-petal lotus, indigo color, increase pitch. Take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Sahasrara chakra, top of the center of your head, 1,000-petal lotus, white color, increase pitch. Take deep breath. Shanti mantras. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamadi Ma Vidishavahai Om Shanti 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 Arigi Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra. Keep them near the chest. Make your sankalpa for chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra. I'm chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health, mentally and physically. All the brain cells and the body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health. And I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside me in your effulgent form. Om Triambakam Vijamage Sugandim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamrita. Om Triambakam Vijamage Sugandim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamrita. Om Triambakam Vijamage Sugandim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiv Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Gently release your hands, keep them on your thigh, on your knees. Keep the body absolutely steady and immobile. When the body is steady, the mind becomes steady. Pay attention to your thoughts now. Feel the connection between a steady body and a steady mind. And a steady mind is required for a steady body as well. Feel grounded to Mother Earth. Feel confident that she will provide for all your necessities at all times. Feel a surge of energy penetrating from Mother Earth into your body, spreading throughout the body, energizing each and every cell in the body, giving you a unique confidence to face up to all external situations, be they pleasant or unpleasant. Then very gently open your eyes and we'll get ready for the practices for today. So for today's practice, which is relatively a little simple, everybody can do this, but in spite of the simplicity, it helps tremendously in toning up the muscles. So you will be lying down with your legs spread out and hands over your head. The left hand will be in a straight line with the right leg. The right hand will be in straight leg with the left leg. And when somebody looks at the body from top, it will form an X shape. Be in this position and then scan your body. First, see how your heels are touching the ground. Then how much of the leg is touching the ground, particularly back of the knees, back of the thighs, calf muscles. What about the buttocks? And now the spinal cord from the tailbone upwards, coccyx, tailbone, lumbar vertebrae, then thoracic, and then cervical. How many of them are touching the ground? Which ones are not touching the ground? Be aware. Pay attention to how the head is touching the ground. What is the pressure in the head? Pay careful attention to all of these. And then very gently turn to one side and sit up for a minute. And then make an intention that you're relaxing the entire body. And with that intention, go down once again in the same cross position. And having made that intention, once again see how the body is in relationship to the ground and notice any changes that you have brought about. And now in this position, if you want, you can just look at my posture. I will be lifting the right hand, moving from the shoulder joint. In the first round, I'll take it a little up. Second round, a little more. Third round, a little more. Fourth round, the whole hand will come up slightly. And then try and synchronize when you're going up, breathing in. When you're going down, breathing out. You don't have to bring it very high. Just bring it a little up and then take it down. A little up and then take it down. So start right hand. The hand continues to be in the cross position. Only the right hand will go up slowly. About 10 times you will do it and then relax. And then bring both the hands to the side once you finish 10 rounds. Hand to the side of the body. Once you're finished, hands by the side of the body. No, that's not, Gita, that's not right. That's not the way. When it is here, it should just go up from there itself. It should not come like this and go. There itself, from it is touching the ground now, from there it just comes up. Cross, hands in cross position, Gita. Yes, there itself raise it, correct. Both the hands are up only. The whole body is in the cross position. Once again, please. Once again, see this. Gita, my legs are spread out, my hands are spread out. So the whole body is in the form of an X. In this position, only the right hand will slightly come up, go down. Come up, go down. And to get this motion, you can actually raise a little from the shoulder, then raise the elbow, then raise up to the wrist, then raise the full hand, then continue. Correct. Yes. You can spread the hands even more. Yes. Yeah. All those who have finished 10 rounds, bring the hands by the side of the body and relax. Try and adjust your camera so that I can see, so that in case I need to correct, I can help you. Srilata, you can also adjust a little more. That's right. Thanks. Yeah. Now fold your legs up, feet flat on the ground, knees facing the ceiling, and then observe your body once again and see whether you can notice any difference between your right side and the left side of the body. How is the right side touching the ground? How is the left side touching the ground? Can you notice any difference? If you notice the difference, make a mental note of what the difference you see. And then very slowly turn around and lie on your stomach. Chin on the ground, legs spread out, hands above. Now, the position is such that the elbows are a little outside and the fingers are a little inside. And in this position, on the right hand, from the shoulder, you will lift up. So, first the arm will come up, then try to lift a little more, let the elbow come up, then let the whole hand come up. The entire movement must be originated from the shoulder. It should not come from the hand. The hand is only following the shoulder when it is coming up. 10 rounds. Bring the fingers a little closer inside so that the elbows are spread out more than the fingers. Little more. The fingers will be on the ground. Fingers will be on the ground. You will only move the hand from the shoulder. Don't lift the finger from the ground. Let the fingers be on the ground, only move the hand. When you have completed, turn around and lie on your back. Mahesh, hands have to be a little ahead. See, so it should go up from here, not here. Gita, hand should be a little closer to the face, like this. So if you see the fingers are closer in the line of your nostrils and the elbows are outside, and then you try to lift it up and the fingers are on the ground. And let it go up and come down slowly. Come down slowly. And then lie on your back and notice any differences now as compared to the previous observation on the right side of the body as compared to the left side of the body. See what difference you can use. See. Once again, make the cross the way you did last time. And in this position, bring the right hand. I'll show you from this side. You will bring the right hand and the right leg up and bring it down slowly. Bring both the right hand and the right leg up. Bring it down slowly. Now, it's not necessary that you have to raise it very high. Even if you come up a little bit, that's good enough, but go down very slowly. And when you're going down, observe between the leg and the hand which one is touching the ground first. Even when you make an intention to bring them down together, there will be a slight difference between the two. Make a notice. And when you're raising it up, the one that touched the ground first would also be the one to raise up first. See whether this is happening. Right hand and right leg up. Right hand and right leg up. Very slowly bring it down. When it is touching the ground, see which one is touching first and see whether the same one is going up first also. When it is leaving the ground. Once you've finished 10 rounds, bring your hands to the side and relax. Once again, make the same cross. Now, just 2 times lift the right hand and the right leg, and when you're lifting the right leg, see how the lumbar vertebrae are behaving. Are they lifting up from the ground or are they staying on the ground? Just 2 times, observe how the lumbar vertebrae are operating. Just 2 times to observe what happens to the lumbar vertebrae when you're raising the hand up. Are they raising from the ground? Are they continuing to stay in the ground? Now, you will do alternate. That is, first you will raise the hand, and when it goes down, you raise the right leg. When that is going down, you will raise the right hand. 10 times alternate. Right hand first, then right leg, then right hand, then right leg. And this time, notice what happens to the same lumbar vertebrae. Is there a difference between the way it was behaving before and now? Now relax. Take a couple of breaths. After that, Spread the right leg a little wider outside. Spread the right leg a little wider outside. Rest of the hands are position is the same. Only the right leg moves a little wider outside, and in that position, just raise the right leg up 5 times and see how the lumbar vertebrae's movement changes when you shift the right leg up outside and then lift it. 5 times and then relax. And now observe your body. Do you feel any changes happened in the way the right side of the body is lying or touching the ground as compared to the left side? Is it absolutely same or is there a difference? Then gently turn over to lie on your stomach as before, elbows slightly spread out, fingers along the line of the nostril, a little closer, and keep your left cheek on the ground. So you'll be facing the right side towards the right elbow. Now, in this position, from the shoulder, hands are like the previous one. Once again, please see here and get the position correctly. The hands are away from the head, elbows are spread out, and in this position, I am keeping the left cheek. And then when I raise my right hand, my eyes will be looking at the right elbow. And then start moving the right hand up 10 times. And see what happens to the back muscles, how they are moving when you're doing this. Gita, hands have to be a little away from the head. Hands have to be away from the head. No, 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 not like that. See this, Gita. Can you see this? The fingers are not close to the head. It is away from the head, and then you lie. Yes. After you have finished 10 rounds, repeat keeping the forehead on the ground, and then after 10 rounds, repeat keeping the right cheek on the ground. And see in each of these how your efforts are different. Which one is easier? Which one is a little more difficult? After the right cheek, then forehead. I mean, after the left cheek, forehead, then right cheek on the ground. Once you have completed, you can take some rest. Now the last of the movements on the right side, you will once again keep the chin on the ground. Now in this, you will bring the right hand, head and the right leg up. Your eyes will follow the fingers when they are going up and down. Come down slowly. Let the eyes follow the fingers when they are going up and down. Correct. Correct. Once you've completed, turn on your back and relax. And now see how the right side is lying on the ground in relationship to the left. Is the right side feeling more relaxed as compared to the left side? Is it touching the ground more prominently than the left side? Just be observant. And now we'll practice everything on the left side. So very slowly, keeping the legs spread out, hands spread out, making an X. Only lift the left hand 10 times. Only lift the left hand 10 times and then relax. Once you've completed, just bring the hands on the side and see whether you notice any change on the left side of the body. Then turn around on your stomach. Hands as before, elbows spread out, fingers closer, fingers are away from the head. Lift only the left arm. From the shoulder, move it so that the fingers are on the ground, but the rest of the hand can come up. And see if you can synchronize the breathing. When you're breathing in, you're lifting the elbows up. And then when you're breathing out, you're bringing them down slowly. Bringing down must be slow with complete awareness. Pay attention to the back muscles along the shoulder girdle. Once you have completed, you will turn back and lie on your back. Now, in this position, hands are above the head in a cross. Your body will become an X. And now lift the left hand and the left leg together. And when they're coming down, see which one is touching the floor first. And see whether that same hand or leg which touches first is going up first also. 10 times. Left hand and left leg. Once you have completed, you will alternate. And once you have completed that, you will spread the left leg a little wider and lift the left leg. After you finish 10 rounds, alternate and then left leg wider, only the left leg. You have completed, bring the hands by the side of the body, that I'll know that you have completed. Yeah. Now turn around on your stomach, hands as before, elbows spread out, fingers are closer and they're away from the head. Keep the right cheek on the ground, right cheek on the ground. And lift the left elbow. Bring it down slowly. Bring it down slowly. Yes. And then forehead, and then left cheek on the ground and see which one is more difficult. When you're lifting the left side, when you're keeping the left cheek, it will be more difficult. Keeping the right cheek will be less or more easier. Just make note of the difference. Once you're completed, bring the hands by the side. Then the last movement, you will raise the head, elbow, and the left leg. The left elbow, left hand, chin on the ground. Keeping the chin on the ground and both the hands are above. The head up, left hand up, and left leg up. Hand will also come up. In this, hand will also come up. Eyes will move the, eyes will follow the hands. When you complete the 10 rounds, turn on your back and rest. Chin, hand, and left leg up. Left hand, chin, hand, head, and left leg up. Eyes follow the hand. 10 times. Then relax, lying on your back. Then turn on your back and now see how the body is in relationship to the ground. As more of the body started touching the ground, you feel both the right side and the left side is now closer to the ground. Is more vertebrae touching the ground now? More of it touching the ground is an indication of the more relaxation of the muscles on the back side. Now the last movements on alternate side. So in that position itself, once again make the cross, hands above the head, legs spread out. Now slowly raise the right leg and the right hand and the left leg up. Right hand and left leg up. and then bring it down slowly. Bring it down slowly. 5 times. Right hand, left leg. Right hand, left leg. When you're completed, take a few breaths. Pay attention to the back of the body. How is it lying on the ground? Any further changes and further improvements that you can notice? Now the opposite, the left hand and the right leg up. Slowly bring it down, coming down slow, coming down slow, coming down slow. Otherwise, the effect is lost. Once you have completed, relax. Now, bring both the hands and both the legs up. Both the hands and both the legs up. When you're coming up, see what happens to the front muscles. The rectus abdominis muscle contracts, the back muscles stretch. Be aware of it. You don't have to raise the leg too much. Raise it a little bit is okay. But coming down slowly, coming down slowly. That's more important. Hands don't come in the front. Hands continue to stay in the back when you're lifting it up. They go down there itself. Correct. That's right. Now relax a little bit. Watch your back. See if you can notice any further changes as compared to the last time when you observed. And if so, what exactly are the changes? Now you will bring both the legs, both the hands, and the head up. When the head is coming up, the eyes will look at the toes. Try and do 15 times slowly. 15 times slowly. The hands don't come so much in front. 15 times slowly. Once you have completed, relax completely, bring the hands by the side of the body and see how the body is in relationship with the ground. Can you feel any change now? Just fold both the legs up and then see how the body is resting in relationship to the ground. And now try and do the yogic variation for what practice you have done just now. The first one is Naukasana. So you will keep the legs closer, slightly closer, hands by the side of the body. You will breathe out completely. While breathing in, you will come up. Feet are just 15 centimeters above the ground. If possible, keep both the feet together. Hands are pointing towards the toes. Feel the pressure on the abdomen. Hold the position by breathing normally. And then very slowly go down, breathing out. Very good. Now, when you're practicing the second round, you will release the position according to your capacity, but try and see if you can hold it for 30 seconds. So for till I tell you to release, if you can hold, but continue to breathe normally. But if you feel any discomfort, release before I tell you to release. Get ready. Come up. Hold. 5. Breathe normally. 10. Those with neck problem can release faster. 15. 20. 25. 30. Relax. Release and relax. Now the second practice is Naukasana on your stomach. So the variation, You will come on the stomach, spread both the hands away from the body, away from the head, and in this position, breathing in, you will bring the hand up, head up, leg up. And then breathe normally, and then breathing out, very slowly, you will come down. Repeat 2 times. And then lie on your back. And then come up to a sitting position. Very slowly sit up and feel how you're feeling on the backside now. Do you feel you're become a little taller? Is the spine moving up a little better in the arching? Just pay attention to your own posture and see how you feel about it. And sit in a meditative position. Get ready to chant Om 3 times. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting Om, creating protective energy fields around me that keeps me protected against all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. Take a deep breath in. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma mritam gamaya sarvesham swastir bhavatu sarvesham shantir bhavatu sarvesham purnam bhavatu sarvesham mangalam bhavatu लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. Rub your hands nicely when they're warm. Then keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing in from the palms into the eyes. Then gently open your eyes. Hari-Om. That's it. What we have taken today was one of the important lessons of Feldenkrais practice propagated by Moshe Feldenkrais. Now, when you walk around, just see whether you can see any noticeable difference in the way you're walking. Do you feel a little taller? And then please send me a feedback as to how you feel after today's practice. And have a great week. See you on Thursday. Bye.